And a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Mannaru family, I'd like to thank each and everyone for taking time off and joining them on this yearly memorial service of our late mother, Mrs. Poobathey Mannaru, who had passed away last year. It is a very, very important time for our late mother to have this service on this very date. According to our Hindu custom, from the day that we are born till the day that we pass on, time is of a very important essence. So today is finally the final rites of our dear mother to rest, and may her soul rest in peace. With our kirtans and bhajans, I'm sure that will help her to rest peacefully. And I would also like to thank the Mannaru family for affording us the opportunity to perform this afternoon's ceremony, memorial ceremony. With that, I'd like to ask a humble request that silence is observed during service and cell phones switched to silent mode. I'd like to call upon the son-in-law to come forward so that we can do the opening prayer. May we all rise. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
நாயகனே வெவ்வினையை சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே தாய் தந்தை எல்லோர்க்கும் நமசிவாய Guru Devane, Anne Kande Guru Devane, Anjane Jivaru Devane, Anjane Jivaru Devane, Shivaperumane, Shivaperumane.
கங்கை தனியோன லிங்க வடிவான எங்கள் பெருமான சிவனே. கங்கை தனியோன லிங்க வடிவான எங்கள் பெருமான சிவனே. தரிசனம் ஓடி வருவாய் எண்ணிக்கே மையத்தை போரும் மயனே. தரிசனம் ஓடி வருவாய் எண்ணிக்கே கலையுடத்தும் தேவி வெண்தாமரை அழகே முன்னே வேண்டுவரும் தந்தோ என்னை வாழ்த்தும் கலைவாணி வெள்ளை கலையுடத்தும் தேவி வெண்தாமரை அழகே முன்னே வேண்டுவரும் தந்தோ என்னை வாழ்த்தும் கலைவாணி பனிமலர் கொண்டோமே தேவியை பணிந்தோம் பணிந்தோம் போற்றுகின்றோம் பனிமலர் கொண்டோமே தேவியை பணிந்தோம் பணிந்தோம் போற்றுகின்றோம் கனிமுகன் கலையாவ எமக்கும் கலியளி தருவாயே கனிமுகன் கலையாவ எமக்கும் கலியளி தருவாயே வெள்ளை கலையுடத்தும் தேவி வெண்தாமரை அழகே உன்னில் வேண்டும் வரம் கண்டு என்னை வாழ்த்தும் கலைவாணி செந்தமிழ் அழகியே உயர்வேகு மனோகரியே செந்தமிழ் அழகியே உயர்வேகு மனோகரியே ஸ்ரீலக்ஷ்மியே அம்மா சரஸ்வதி சரஸ்வதியே ஸ்ரீலக்ஷ்மியே அம்மா சரஸ்வதியே வெள்ளை கலையுடத்தும் தேவி வெண்தாமரை அழகே உன்னில் வேண்டும் வரம் தந்தோ என்னை வாழ்த்தும் கலைவாணி வேதமுதல்வியே வித்யசுந்தரியே வேதமுதல்வியே வித்யசுந்தரியே நான் அதை போற்றுகின்றேன் வீணாவாசியே நான் அதை போற்றுகின்றேன் வீணாவாசியே வெள்ளை கலையுடத்தும் தேவி வெண்தாமரை அழகே உன்னில் வேண்டும் வரம் தந்து என்னை வாழ்த்தும் கலைவாணி கலை அரசி வாணியே அன்பே பூரணியே கலை அரசி வாணியே அன்பே பூரணியே திருமுகநயனியே அம்மா கருணாகரணியே திருமுகநயனியே அம்மா கருணாகரணியே வெள்ளை கலையுடத்தும் தேவி வெண்தாமரை அழகே உன்னில் வேண்டும் வரம் தந்தோ என்னை வாழ்த்தும் கலைவாணி 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 கலைவாணி
Ladies and gentlemen, the next song that I'm going to sing is dedicated to our dear mother. The next two songs actually I'm going to sing is dedicated to our late mother. The first song is called Yenama. It's for the family and for our late mother. And the next song is Pake Nampave Martin. Our dear mother loved that song, so we thought we would sing that song as a dedication. Thank you. என் அம்மா என் தெய்வம் நீதானே என் அம்மா உன்னால் வளர்த்த பாசமாச சுமந்த பெற்ற எங்க வளர்த்தனிலே என் அம்மா என் தெய்வம் நீதானே என் அம்மா உன்னால் வளர்த்த பாசமாச சுமந்த பெற்ற எங்க வளர்த்தனிலே என் அம்மா என் அம்மா என்னுடைய அம்மா என் அம்மா தெய்வம் அம்மா உன்னால் வளர்த்த பாசமாச சுமந்த பெற்ற எங்க வளர்த்தனிலே என் அம்மா என் அம்மா என்னுடைய தூக்கி வளர்த்த எங்க அம்மா பாவிக்காக எங்க அம்மா தூக்கி வளர்த்த எங்க அம்மா பாவிக்காக எங்க அம்மா என் அம்மா
பத்தே நான் பாடே மாட்டேன் பரமனே பரம யோகி எதினாள் பக்தி என்னை நிகழ
Poobathey,
கண்ணா கண்ணா வீரேந்த தேவி மைந்தனவா நந்த குமாரன் சரண மையா நந்த குமாரன் சரண மையா ஹரே கோபால முகுந்த ஹரே கோபால முகுந்த உன்னி உள்ளது கலிவா தேவா உன்னி கலிவா தேவா உனகரு கண்டானா உனகரு கண்டானா தேவி மைந்தனவா வீரேந்த தேவி மைந்தனவா கண்ணா கண்ணா வீரேந்த தேவி மைந்தனவா வீரேந்த தேவி மைந்தனவா
अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम जानकी जीवन राम जय राम 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 अयोध्यवासी राम दशरथ नंदन राम
जानकी जीवन राम जय राम राम राम
திருடி என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் என்னும் துணையே முருகா திருடி என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் என்னும் துணையே முருகா வடிவேல் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா உன்னை நாமும் என்று நாளும் முருகா வடிவேல் என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா உன்னை நாமும் என்று நாளும் முருகா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா திருடி என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் என்னும் துணையே முருகா சிவபெருமான் உன்னை தந்தையில்லவோ பார்வதி அம்மா உன் தாயில்லவோ சிவபெருமான் உன்னை தந்தையில்லவோ பார்வதி அம்மா உன் தாயில்லவோ ஸ்ரீகேசா உன் அண்ணன் இல்லவோ என்ன பாடம் என்ன கூறி உன் பிள்ளையல்லவோ ஸ்ரீகேசா உன் அண்ணன் இல்லவோ என்ன பாடம் என்ன கூறி உன் பிள்ளையல்லவோ ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா திருடி என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் என்னும் துணையே முருகா கண்ணன் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா என் கண்ணில் உன்னன் அபிஷேகம் முருகா கண்ணன் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா என் கண்ணில் உன்னன் அபிஷேகம் முருகா கண்ணன் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா என் கண்ணில் உன்னன் அபிஷேகம் முருகா கண்ணன் உன்னை தேடும் வடிவேலவா என் கண்ணில் உன்னன் அபிஷேகம் முருகா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா வடிவேல் என்னும் துணையே முருகா என்னை காக்கும் வடிவேலவா உன்னை நாமும் என்று நாளும் முருகா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா ஓ முருகா ஓ முருகா சரவண பவது வடிவேலா ஓ சரவண பவது வடிவேலா ஓ சரவண பவது வடிவேலா
திருத்தணியில் கொள்விருக்கும் திருமாலின் மருதனுக்கு திருநீற்று
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we have superb crowd, thank you. Now coming up, we have two speakers for this afternoon. First one will be Mogi, the daughter of our late mother. Thereafter, we have Rava Govender, the nephew of our late mother. Coming up will be Mogi. Thank you.
Vanakkam. Good afternoon and greetings to each and every one of you. I greet you in the name of our beloved Amma, the late Mrs. Poobathey Mannaru. I'm really happy today, and I'm sure she is overjoyed. And it's soul food for her to see so many people responding under the circumstances to this function. It will help her family to mourn her, to speak about her, and to celebrate her. We can really take many leaves out of Amma's book. A book that she did not need to write, but she lived the story right up until the very last moments of her life. Strong, content, happy, humble, and with profound gratitude. I always thought that my father was the gambler in the family, but Amma proved us wrong. She was dealt a very weak hand from life's deck of cards, and she turned it into a winning hand with her humility, kindness, and unconditional love for all who crossed her path. Our family was still reeling from the shock of Aka's death 9 months earlier, and the 26th of August was indeed the darkest day of our lives when Amma was called home at the age of 91 years. Amma was born in 1930 to parents Munyama and Munsami Govender in Mount Edgecombe. Not the bourgeois Mount Edgecombe that we know today, but the Mount Edgecombe sugarcane barracks. And she was very proud to acknowledge her heritage. So much so that a few weeks earlier, almost 2 weeks earlier, she came home to our place. And then she suddenly got restless and she wanted to go home. And I said to her, wait, Ma, Devon will come and fetch you. And then he'll take you home. No. That will be too long. It's easy. I will follow the railway line. I will take a walk. I will follow the railway line and walk home easily. So she took our helper Julia promptly by the hand to take her down to the railway line. And she was quite disturbed when she came back, when she couldn't find that railway line. Her mind went right back to the happy days of her childhood, Mount Edgecombe, and the railway line that was so safe and familiar to her. Amma was the second youngest of 8 siblings, and unfortunately, she was orphaned at the early age of 10 years. A life in limbo after that, moving from house to house between brother and brother. And she and her youngest brother had to contend with life like that. She had to stop school in Standard 1 to become the Cinderella of the family, to wash, cook, clean, and babysit in exchange for a roof over her head. Amma's greatest regret was that she was not educated. But by the time she reached 91 years, our family didn't need to read the newspaper or watch the television, because Amma would give you a revised, detailed version of the story, which really entertained everyone, especially her sons-in-law, whose attention she captured with the detail and the added spice. Amma really had natural charm and humility, where she did not differentiate between young and old, rich or poor, educated or not, and would strike up a conversation with anybody and everybody. The beggar on the street, the beggar at the gate, the most la-di-da person, she would talk to them with ease. When people empathized with me last year, the descriptions I got were varied, and I was told she was a delight to speak to. She was a solid institution. I loved speaking to Amma. She always had words of encouragement. It's hard to break away from a conversation with Amma. We all knew that. She was very interesting, and she would never let you go without something to eat, a cup of tea, or a piece of fruit, and the list goes on and on. Fast forward to February 1952. She married her first cousin, Shanmugam Sani Mannaru, and bore him 4 daughters, Ramba, Mogi, Jaya, and Sivi. They threw doubt on the theory of family intermarriage, because Amma and Papa lived to celebrate their golden wedding anniversary in 2003. The early years of Amma's marriage were not easy. She had to live with Papa's extended family of 8 people in a commune of another 5 families, but she pushed along. And I say this, that she pushed along, because whenever we spoke to Amma, her words would be, "Oh, don't worry, darling, I'm pushing along. No use being fussy. I got no worry, I got no sorry. You'll run away if I keep grumbling." And so that was Amma's mantra. I am very happy. She made lemonade from the lemons that life threw at her. In 1961, Papa built a house in Reservoir Hills and moved his whole family there. Amma lived very frugally, adhering to every woman fancy of her husband and her in-laws, and turned the house into a loving home, where many friends and relatives returned time and again. And I'm sure that most of you in the audience know what I'm talking about. When Amma got married, when she was married, she was told never to wear a sari. I beg your pardon. Never to wear a dress, only saris. And she did that with pride and joy until her demise. So much so that even when she went to the beach, she would wear a sari and still have the greatest fun. And it drew compliments sometimes, snickers sometimes, a reaction anyway, but she couldn't care less. Once growing up, we would always hear Amma call my father, not Sonny, not dear, not darling, not babe, or any of these words that we are so familiar with, but Yananga. And she did that forever, for as long as I could remember that Papa was alive. And it soon morphed into Yango. The meaning of that is very, very significant. It means It means a very loving and respectful way of addressing your husband in the traditional Tamil way. Back in the day, in Reservoir Hills, Amma rose above every challenge to ensure that she gave her best to her family. And she even tried to conquer an iguana. When my grandfather insisted that she killed it so that he could have some murumbu curry. But that was one challenge that she failed, and Tata never forgave her for that. She ensured that her children went to school diligently, even though it was about a 3-kilometer walk every day, and Sunday school on Sundays, which was about 4 kilometers away. Her children were never going to be denied an education like she was. Transport was not easy back in the day, and the bus stop was about 2.5 kilometers away. But she walked to clinics, to schools, to our school functions, our sports days, and even shopping and visiting relatives. She even had to push her father-in-law in a wheelbarrow uphill because he was paralyzed and he needed to go someplace. Nothing was too difficult for Amma. She would walk miles to the butchery, come back with sheep's head or trotters, clean it, burn it, chop it, and then cook it for her family, all on the same day. Over and above doing all the household chores and minding her children. Amma enjoyed gardening, and she had green fingers. She would often get into trouble for the flowers that she cut or the plants that she planted in the spots that it shouldn't be in. But it never deterred her. She was very proud that she could do most physical work with no fuss, and that she maintained and kept her happy and healthy until the age of 91. She enjoyed good health throughout her life, and up until her death, she had no major health issues. By that stage, she had lost one tooth, and that really bothered her because she had lost her tooth. She put having a good set of teeth down to her having chewed so much of sugarcane. So we used to, try and not find that funny, but, Ma, there's toothpaste now. I have so many reasons to be eternally grateful to Amma, and I'm struggling to accept her loss due to the fact of the COVID circumstances that we were under at the time. For me, Amma was the rock that I took for granted. She would always be there. I am grateful today that Amma was there for me for 65 years. And she helped me raise my 2 daughters until the age of 18 years, as well as Akka's children for a short time. One person who is extremely grateful to Amma is Devon, my husband, and he loved Amma. Not only because she was my mother, but because of her loving and humble nature, and because it was through Amma that we reunited after 19 years, and we made sure after that she wanted for nothing. Amma was very blessed to have had 3 loving sons-in-law and 7 loving grandchildren who enjoyed her advice, simplicity, kindness, and stories, especially the lion story, which version changed every time she told it. Amma was very blessed to pass on in the manner that she did, because the one thing that she had asked for and prayed was to be independent. I don't want to be a burden to my children. I don't want to be a burden to anybody. I must just go, just like that Mogi. I must just go to sleep. And that's what exactly happened. Her wish was granted on the morning of the 26th of August, when she asked the helper and Auntie Kitty to walk her to the bathroom. She had a bath with a little bit of assistance. Our helper powdered and lotioned her and dressed her in fresh clothes. And they combed her hair and they had a giggle about it. And she then asked for some water. They gave her some water, and then she wanted some porridge, which Auntie Kitty promptly went to the kitchen to make the porridge, to get the porridge. She then sent the helper out of the room, asking her to take away her dirty clothes. And when the helper came back into the room, a few minutes later, Amma was gone. She had breathed her last, alone in the comfort of her bed, totally independent. Ideally, I could go on and on about Amma, because she is truly the unsung heroine of the Mannaru family. Her beauty was her natural love and kindness, the ability to forgive and push along, which endeared her to most people in life. And I would like to think that she's having a very well-earned rest. And so I will try and immortalize her with that picture in my home to fill the dark void currently in my life. Amma was the glue of our family and held us all together, irrespective of having 4 daughters with different personalities. She looked at all 4 of us equally, with both eyes. We love you, oh precious Amma. Forgive us for our trespasses against you. Thank you for all the unconditional love and care. Thank you for being our Amma. Thank you for being our guiding star. And thank you for giving us life until we meet again. I leave you with these words. Your mother is always with you. She's the whisper of the leaves as you walk down the street. She's the smell of certain foods you remember, flowers you pick, and the fragrance you smell. She's the